breathe for a moment. I know your heart feels tight right now. The future looks like a dark road with no lights, and your thoughts keep asking, what if everything falls apart? You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. There's a whisper in the middle of your fear saying, do not be afraid, for I am with you. And even if your hands are shaking, his hands are steady. Even if you cannot see tomorrow, he already stands there. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. He knows the plans he has for you, plans to give you hope and a future, not destruction, not abandonment, hope even now. Maybe you're afraid of loss, afraid of change, afraid of the unknown. But listen, perfect love casts out fear, and his love is not fragile. His love does not leave when storms come. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. Before you take another step, let this settle in your soul. The one who holds the universe is holding you. I've been staring at the ceiling in the quiet of the night, thoughts racing like a storm I cannot fight. Every word, it feels heavier than before, like I'm standing at a closing door. I try to pray, but words fall weak. Faith feels small and I can't speak. Lord, I know you say be still, but my heart is running faster still. I'm afraid of what's coming, afraid of what I can't see. If tomorrow breaks me open, will you still carry me? Lord, I'm afraid of what's coming, but I'm more afraid to walk alone. Hold my trembling heart in your hands. Remind me I'm still your own. When the future feels uncertain and the night won't let me see, be my peace in the waiting, be my courage when I'm weak. Lord, stay close to me. Even here, you are faithful. Even now, you are near. Your rod and staff still guide me through every shadowed fear. Grace is stronger than tomorrow. Mercy waits with every dawn. If you are walking with me, then I am not undone. Lord, I'm afraid of what's coming, and I know you're already there, standing in my tomorrow, holding it in your care. When the future shakes beneath me and my faith feels paper thin, be the anchor of my spirit, be the fire within. Lord, I trust you again. And now, breathe. The future is not your enemy. The unknown is not empty. He is there. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. The same God who carried you yesterday is already standing in your tomorrow. So walk gently, trust slowly if you must, but keep walking, because you are held, and you will not face what's coming by yourself. You are loved. If you need prayer, feel free to share your name in the comments so we can pray for you. And I know that sometimes we truly want to forgive, but we don't really know where to start. If forgiveness still feels heavy on your heart, I left something about this pinned in the first comment. It may help you turn that decision to forgive into a practical path. Take a look when you can. Thank you. And may God bless you. If you need prayer, feel free to share your name in the comments so we can pray for you. And I know that sometimes we truly want to forgive, but we don't really know where to start. If forgiveness still feels heavy on your heart, I left something about this pinned in the first comment. It may help you turn that decision to forgive into a practical path. Take a look when you can. Thank you. And may God bless you. It's exhausting, isn't it? When your body is tired, but your mind refuses to sleep. You lie down, close your eyes, and suddenly the silence becomes loud. Memories replay mistakes, resurface conversations you wish you could redo. And the future, it starts whispering threats you can't confirm, but can't ignore. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. There is a promise that says He gives rest to the weary, not just physical rest, soul rest, the kind that quiets the storm inside your chest. But your thoughts keep spinning. What if I fail again? What if I ruined everything? What if I'm not enough? Listen gently. He knows your thoughts from afar. Before a word reaches your tongue, He already understands. Nothing inside your mind scares Him. Nothing surprises Him. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. The same voice that calmed the sea can calm your mind. The same hand that formed the stars can steady your breathing tonight. Even now, He is near. It's 2 a.m. and I'm wide awake, tracing every choice I've made, every word I should have changed, every risk I never took. My head keeps building endless scenes, turning doubts to tragedies, running circles in between every maybe and what if. I try to silence all the noise, but it only multiplies. My own past become my war, and I don't know how to hide. Lord, I'm tired of fighting shadows, tired of battles in my head. Why can't my heart just trust you and finally lie down to rest? My thoughts won't let me rest. They're louder than my faith, but you say, come to me, all who are weary, so I'm coming anyway. When my mind is overwhelming and anxiety won't cease, speak louder than the chaos. Be my perfect peace, Jesus, quiet me. Not every thought is true, not every fear is real. Your voice is still the anchor. My mind is learning to kneel. Grace is rewriting stories that panic tried to tell. And in the middle of the noise, your whisper breaks the spell. My thoughts won't let me rest, but I'm choosing to believe that the God who holds the heavens is holding on to me. When my mind begins to wander to the worst that could be, pull me back to your promises and cover me with peace. Jesus, quiet me. Tonight, you don't have to solve everything. You don't have to predict tomorrow. You don't have to replay yesterday. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. Lay your thoughts down, one by one. You keep watch while you sleep. The one who never slumbers is God in your restless heart. And slowly, gently, your mind will learn that it is safe to rest. Jesus, quiet me. Tonight, you don't have to solve everything. You don't have to predict tomorrow. You don't have to replay yesterday. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. There is a promise. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. You are not alone. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. You are not alone. You're not alone. It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
That question, it keeps echoing, doesn't it? What if everything falls apart? What if the job disappears? What if the diagnosis comes? What if the relationship breaks? What if the strength runs out? Your mind builds ruins before anything is even cracked. You prepare for collapse while the walls are still standing. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. There's a gentle truth your fear keeps interrupting. Even if mountains fall into the heart of the sea, He remains unmoved. Even if the earth gives way, He is still your refuge. You imagine the worst case endings, but He writes redemption stories. You are not alone.
God hasn't forgotten you. The cross already proves something. The darkest day in history became the doorway to salvation. If He can turn death into resurrection, what makes you think He can't handle your what if?
Brave. The future is not stronger than its promises.
My mind keeps sketching broken scenes, cracked foundations, shattered dreams. Every plan dissolving fast, like nothing good will ever last. I see the storm before it forms, feel the loss before it's born, grieving things that haven't died, fighting war still outside. What if everything falls apart? What if I can't stand the pain? What if this time I lose it all and nothing good remains? Lord, I'm tired of bracing for disasters in my head. I keep living in tomorrows that haven't happened yet. What if everything falls apart? Will you still be holding me? If the ground beneath me trembles, will you be my stability? When my worst case feels a screaming and hope feels far away, be my rock in the shaking, be my strength to stay. Even if it all falls, don't let me fall from you. You never promised easy, finally fought away. What stands after the breaking is what no storm can sway. If the cross looked like defeat, yet became eternal gain, then maybe in my losing there is hidden rain. What if everything falls apart and you will build again? Out of ashes, out of ruins, beauty rises in your hands. When my world feels fragile and I don't understand, I will cling to this one promise: I am safe within your hands. Even if it all falls, you will not. Listen closely.
The fear of collapse is loud. The voice of God is steady. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. If something breaks, He restores. If something ends, He redeems. If something falls, He remains. And if everything you built crumbles, you will discover that you were never standing on it. You were standing on Him. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. There comes a moment when fear gets tired of running. Not because everything is resolved, not because the future suddenly makes sense, but because your soul realizes it cannot carry tomorrow alone anymore. You've tried to predict it. You've tried to control it. You've tried to prepare for every possible pain, and still, peace has felt distant. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. There is a gentle invitation in your spirit. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. That doesn't mean you understand tomorrow. It means you trust the one who does. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. The one who feeds the birds and clothes the fields imbued is not careless with your life. If He takes care of the smallest sparrow, how much more will He take care of you? This is not the end of fear overnight. This is the beginning of surrender. And surrender is not weakness, it is rest in disguise. I've been gripping tight to plans, trying to map out distant lands, building towers in my mind so I won't be left behind. Counting risks and counting cost, terrified of what I've lost. If I could see beyond today, maybe I would feel okay. But control is just an illusion, a fragile kind of peace. And every time I try to hold it, my anxiety increases. Lord, I'm done pretending that I can see the end. I don't know what's before me, but I know You've always been. Teach me to trust You when tomorrow, when my thoughts begin to race. Yes. Help me rest inside the promise of Your unfailing grace. If the road is long and winding, if the answers take their time, let my heart stay fully anchored in a love that won't decline. Teach me to trust You. Oh, tomorrow. I don't need to know the ending to believe You're in control. You write redemption into stories, the world calls broken souls. Take my fear of what if, turn it into even then you're faithful. Even then you win.
Teach me to trust you in tomorrow, with the unknown yet to be. If the path feels dark before it, still you are light to me. When my hands begin to tremble, let them open instead, placing every single worry where your peace is spread. Teach me to trust you with tomorrow.
And now, something has shifted. Not because every question is answered, but because your heart has chosen surrender. You are not alone. God hasn't forgotten you. Tomorrow is not yours to control, but it is held by the one who loves you.
Step by step,
Grace by grace, the future is no longer a threat. It is a place where God is already waiting. And this is where trust begins.